अगर आपको सूरज की तरह चमकना है तो सबसे पहले आपको सूरज की तरह जलना पड़ेगा।
Art leadership is not just the position or the title. If mom is the pillar of the house, if mom is the pillar of the home, then the father is the shed of the home. Then makes the house complete.
मैं पहले आई थी यहाँ पे, तो जब आई वॉज सर्चिंग लाइक अबाउट पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट, तो सबसे पहला जो नेम पॉपअप हुआ तो वो यहाँ हैप्पीनेस इंस्टीट्यूट का था।
Let's ask ourselves, what can we do to bring more humanity into our lives?
Ladies are always special. I always have a very sensitive approach towards lady.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. And thank you for giving me this golden opportunity to enhance my communication skill. And today we will explore about the problems in our life. My name is Dheeraj Pathar. I am from Bokaro Steel City, Jharkhand. So, what do you mean by problem? Can anybody tell me what is the real meaning of problems? Yes, obstacles. The problems are of many types. The problem we face are the major part of our life. Like problems are universal. Problems is faced by every one of us sitting here, sitting outside, and even the poor and even the millionaire people are facing problems. Why? Because problems are the essential part of our human nature. If the problems is not in our life, we cannot able to do anything. We are not able to grow ourselves. We will not be well disciplined. So, I have a story that will inspire you definitely, that will motivate each and every one of you sitting here. Like there is a story of a young boy and his grandpa. That grandpa and the young child was having his vacation, and he went to his grandpa's home to enjoy his vacation. After going to his grandpa's home, they were enjoying. They were playing with each other. They were interacting with each other. And grandpa asked a question that, son, what do you want to become in your life? The young child said, Grandpa, I want to be a successful person in my life. And what should I do to be successful in my life? Grandpa said, you want to be a successful person in your life? Grandpa was having two saplings. Sapling means a young tree, young plant. Grandpa said, "Come with me. Let's plant sapling in balcony and one in the garden." After planting sapling in the balcony and after planting the sapling in the open garden, the grandpa said, "Son, what do you think? Which plant will grow much faster, much huge, and much stronger?" The young child said, "Grandpa, the sapling which is in the balcony will grow much faster, much stronger, much huge." The grandpa said, "Why? Why do you think like that?" The young child said, "Grandpa, because the one in the balcony is protected from the direct sunlight. It is protected from the rainfall. It is protected from the animals. It is protected from the insect." And grandpa said, "What about the sapling which is in the garden?" The young child said, laughed, that this plant will die one day. Grandpa said, "Why?" Then the young child said, "Because it has no kind of protection. Like the sapling which was in the garden was not having the protection from the direct sunlight which was coming. It was not having the protection of rainfall. It was not having the protection of animal, insect. It means no protection was in the sapling in the garden." And after planting the sapling, the young child went back to his home. And again, after 10 years, the young child visits to his grandpa's home. After 10 years. How many years? After 10 years. And they were having a talk about their life, what the young child was doing and what he wants to do in his life. The same question asked by the grandpa, that why do you want to be a successful person? The young child said, Grandpa, because everybody are in the way to get success, and I want to be a successful person. The grandpa said, you want to be a successful person, and he wants to know about how he can be successful. The grandpa said, do you remember, we have planted two saplings, one in the balcony and one in the garden. The young child said, yes. Grandpa take him to the balcony and sowed the sapling which was on the balcony. It was of this much height. And the young boy said to his grandfather that, see, Grandpa, this plant is very nice, looking very nice. But after that, Grandpa take him to the garden, and what he saw, you will all be amazed that he saw a very huge tree there, which he told 10 years later that this plant will die one day. But he was very surprised, very shocked to see that huge tree, and he was not having any words in his mouth that one day I told that it will die one day. Grandpa said, do you know, how do you, the young child said, how is this possible, Grandpa? The grandpa said, because the sapling which was in the balcony was having all sorts of protection, like it was protected from the direct sunlight, the rainfall, the insect, the animals, means it was protected from all the major threats, and it was in the comfort zone. And the one which was in the garden was not having a single kind of protection. The plant was standing there and facing the problem of sunlight, the problem of rainfall, the problem of insect, the problem of animals. So the moral of the story is, like, if you are in your comfort zone, please try to move out from your comfort zone. If you are in comfort zone, you will not able to do what you wanted to be. If you run away from your problems, the problems will never run away from you. Problems will stick to you if you don't, if you run. Do not run away from your problems, and make your bad times to good times, and face the difficulties wherever you stand, wherever I stand, wherever everyone stand. Please try to stand there and try to face your problems, make your bad times to good times. So I would like to conclude my speech by saying a famous quote by by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. शेर ऐसा है, अगर आपको सूरज की तरह चमकना है, अगर आपको सूरज की तरह चमकना है, तो सबसे पहले आपको सूरज की तरह जलना पड़ेगा. So thank you and for listening before.
Simmerpreet on the stage. Art leadership is not just the position or the title. It's the power to encourage, to influence, and to inspire others. Great leaders do not just stand at the front. They just walk along with their teams by enlightening and encouraging them to achieve a common goal. A leader embraces the challenges not for the roadblocks, but to gives us the opportunities for our growth and innovation. I would like to give an example. As our brain circulates and acts and supports our body, likewise the leader supports the team. He is the head of the team. Leadership requires resilience. At the tough times, the leaders are the one who gives us the clarity, the confidence, the hope. Leaders, leaders, leaders. What are leaders? Leaders stand firm. They know the answers. They have an attitude. No, they are the one who supports their team and have a somewhat faith in their team's ability to answer out the solutions of everything. So remember, leadership is not the solo journey. It's building trust. It's about fostering collaboration. It's about lightening up the path for giving others to follow on. When you lead with passion and purpose, you give others the inspiration to work on for the positive change. So at last, I want to say that when bring others to lead on means be at the back and make others to be at the front. When you celebrate victory, don't just when you celebrate victory, then you come at the front line and at the danger. Then the people will see your leadership and appreciate it. So embrace your leadership role, be the spirit, be the leadership, make yourself uplift and the people around you. So thank you.
First of all, I just want to talk about my emotions. My emotions are for the particular day today, that this is one of the finest public speaking program I have seen in Happiness Institute. From initiation till now, still my mind is confused. Oh my God, what a dhoom dharaka dharaka. Previous competition we saw, like previous to previous, if I talk about 11th global public speaking, what I was very surprised that, hey, what's going on? Like why the students are not able to speak. Even in this competition, I'm able to see clearly, even the juniors are able to speak. That's one of the drastic change in your personality. And that is amazing, I could say, right? And today even I don't feel like I am Abdullah sir. I feel like I am your student today, right? I am just observing you, being your student. Today you are my boss, you are my teacher, you're my coach, you're my trainer. And you are teaching me, I'm noting each and everything in my mind. So thank you to be my teacher.
फूल कभी दो बार नहीं खिलते, जन्म कभी दो बार नहीं मिलते. फूल कभी दो बार नहीं खिलते, जन्म कभी दो बार नहीं मिलते. मिलने को तो हजारों लोग मिल जाते हैं, पर हजारों गलतियां माफ करने वाले माँ बाप नहीं मिलते, माँ बाप नहीं मिलते. So, hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Apurva Barandwal. Today I have very emotional topic that everybody can relate. No, I cannot tell in a word or in a sentence, but yes, I want to share my feeling which I have for my parents. हजारों फूल जुड़ते हैं एक माला बनाने के लिए, हजारों फूल जुड़ते हैं एक माला बनाने के लिए, हजारों दीपक जलते हैं एक आरती सजाने के लिए, पर एक माँ बाप काफी होते हैं अपने बच्चों का जीवन स्वर्ग बनाने के लिए. Okay, parents are an integral part of our life. Our parents are the one who gave us life. Our parents are the models of the any part of the universe. Okay, so we must learn to appreciate them. I am appreciative of everything my parents do for me. Do you know, my friends, that's wonderful having a friendship like relationship with your parents can create a deep bond of trust and understanding. It feels amazing to be able to share and enjoy moments with them truly. My parents' belief and trust makes me feel stronger and brave day by day. They are my role model, and I will do everything with them in my power to make them proud. Okay, I will achieve, they will be happy. I will stronger, they will be more hopeful. I will successful, they will cherish. I will work hard, they will be more hopeful because they are my protector, savior, encourager, creator, and healer. So, last but not the least, I want to say one thing. If mom is the pillar of the house, if mom is the pillar of the home, then the father is the shed of the home. Then makes the house complete. Thank you so much, everyone.
Humanity. We often talk about it, but how often do we live it? Today, I hope we will all look into ourselves and understand the importance of kindness and compassion. Humanity is part of being human. It's not about who we are, but how we treat others. It's even in the little things. Like when we show a kindness to strangers, when we help someone who is in need, or when we offer our hand to someone who is struggling. That's what humanity is about. It is humanity that reminds us that beyond all of our differences, we all share the same need, emotions, and desires. Every day we come across a choice. We have moments where we have a choice, where we can either ignore someone's pain or step in and help them, a choice to uplift someone or tear them down. And it is in those moments when humanity shines the brightest. Think about the time when you all were feeling alone and feeling low. We all have moments of that kind in our lives, in everyday life. Whether it might be your friend, or it could be a family member, or maybe a stranger help you out. Didn't feel like a fresh breath of air? Didn't feel like a heaviness lifted away from our chest? That's what humanity is. It is humanity that teaches us the lessons of life which we needed to learn. Humanity teaches us how can we overcome the challenges that we have faced as a human being. In today's world, we all feel easily disconnected. You know, technology and internet has brought us together in some ways, but further apart. That they are, but we are forgetting that they are just same people as we are. Every behind every screen, the person you see, they are just like us. They feel exactly the way we do. And the good thing is, we all have the ability to make a difference. Every small kind of, every small kind of, no, I'm sorry. Every kind of actness has its ripple effect. Every small kind of acne, every small act of kindness has its ripple effect. You might not see the results right away, but trust me, every kind gesture leaves a mark. Every kind gesture leaves a mark. So let's ask ourselves, what can we do to bring more humanity into our lives? What can we do? Well, it doesn't have to be something huge. All you can do is just being nice to someone who is sitting right next to you, or you can be kind to a stranger. All of that can be counted as kindness, because every act of kindness counts. And as Mother Teresa said, we all cannot do great things, but we can all do small things with great love. And we should carry that love with us.
We always try to fetch, and we always try to influence, get influenced, and try to train ourselves from inspiring ourselves from somebody else. Inspiration is good, but over inspiration and over copying is very, very bad. So today I want to talk about, I have tweaked the topic of personality after listening to Mr. Gentleman Ashish, the same topic he has. Personality, a bane or a boon? So before starting with this conversational session, I would like to thank Abdullah sir and Happiness Institute team as well for organizing this fruitful event all together continuously in the month-wise manner to provide us, for me also, and to entire team, and give a very gracious importance to the life also. Thank you so much, sir, and the team. There was a guy who was very, very lazy, very imperfect routine, and a very, very bad food habit. One day, he felt some pain in his body. Then he went to a hospital. The doctor said that there is a huge fat constraint in your body. So you have to get yourself well. Otherwise, you will die within 6 months. The guy was totally in shock, and he never thought that while eating anything, anytime, in any way, any different manner will lead my life to this seriousness. Then he decided that this is a problem of me and my life, and the situation is very fearful that whether I have to die or I have to live. He went back, came to home, then he joined the gym. At the time when he joined the gym, he was 180 kgs of weight. Very high. And after 3 to 4 months back, he lost 80 kgs. A very, very good transformation in his personality happened in a days and a months to come. And within 6 months, he curtailed almost more 40 kgs and was healthy. He was none other than Adnan Sami. And initially he was having a citizenship of Pakistan. Now he is an Indian, we can proudly say. And he is a very good composer, songwriter, singer as well. So this was an example I was sharing for the outer personality, which is basically your appearance, right? Whatever you do, whatever we appear to somebody has a very good difference. And it makes sense. The story I would like to share is about a lady. And when we talk about lady, it's always very special. Ladies are always special. I always have a very sensitive approach towards lady and their thought. So later, this event goes back to 18th century, when a 6-year-old girl, she turned 6 that time, when her mother passed away, and she was left with herself with an abusive father. She was very talented. She wanted to study. She wanted to join academia. She wanted to do some other things in life. But later on, she got that her father also passed away during the age she was 9th. Then she were having a very troublesome life and a very unconsiderable approach in living and putting together all his aspirations. Her uncle and aunt was very, very abusive and very, very non-supportive. Then she started doing a blue-collar job at the age of 12th, collecting some money, gathered her expenses, and then joined a school and college, right? Then she, one day, written something, an article kind of. She wanted to publish in a newspaper. She went to a newspaper, like suppose she is a newspaper publisher, and I am that lady. Sir, I want to publish article in your newspaper. So this is my article, please.
Okay.
Then this gentleman says that madam, कहाँ आप पढ़ाई लिखाई कर रहे हो? ये सब आपका काम थोड़ी है. आप तो घर जाओ, बच्चे पैदा करो और चूल्हा चौका करो. For a lady, this was very harsh, and that kind of a very, very unthoughtful, sentimental drashback from her life, right? So this is not a problem of India. She was a European lady in the 18th century. That was also at that place as well. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी जो चेंजेस है ना, ये थोड़ी रिवर्स हो गई है. तो इस सक्सेसफुल लेडी के पीछे एक जेंटलमैन का हाथ था, एक बहुत ही कैरिज्मेटिक जेंटलमैन का हाथ था, जिनसे उन्होंने बाद में शादी भी कर ली. एंड in 1903, she invented a rare radioactive chemical which was called radium and polonium with that guy, and she got a Nobel Prize. So she changed the stereotypical dilemma of the entire world, and she was the first lady in the entire universe got the Nobel Prize in that stream. So that was Madame Curie. Respected, rest in peace, Madame Curie. She changed the dilemma, she changed the stereotype, she changed the entire notion of female and what a male society wants them to do. That was the dilemma she changed. So this was an example of changing your inner self, which also reflectable in your personality. The event goes back to the year 2000, when the new year was happening. Everybody was busy in celebrating, partying, going and hanging out and doing all sort of happiness things together. Time he was really in trouble. He had a very good personality from outwards as well. He had a very good knowledge as well from inside. Next day he went back to Yash Chopra, true friend of his mine. Elaborated all that things, said, and started asking for help. See, there is a thing. Never shy in asking for help with people whom you trust and those people who trust you also. Because sometimes what happens is, when you seek help from a non-seeker and non-eligible person, you will be trapped. But this time Yash Chopra helped. He released him in a movie Mohabbatein and he went on track. and then he got the contract of Kaun Marega Arabpati, Crorepati, right? So that was the tragedy, and that's how he managed to get him on his track.